Hi, my name is James and I go to Limburg High School, and this is my Milestone 3 for Custom Object Detection System. Um, for this milestone, what I did was began the automation of retraining the model to improve it. Um, so the model now, what my program now does is that it's able to capture images that when in use and like give it a classification, and then you can manually adjust this classification as well. For instance, now that I started the camera, it's able to then after 3 seconds of detecting the same object, it stops, and then we can like determine the classification of the image. It initially gives it what it thinks it is, which is a background for this, and then you can manually adjust it if it is incorrect. So I can like switch it to classes like cables, CPU, GPU, or whatever classes that I add. And then after that, I can then store it into a file that is that has all this class in the files, and then it's stored here as an image, which then we can send to my computer. Um, it's automatically going to send all these images every n amount of images taken. I've set this to 2 at the moment. So for every 2 images, it will then, let me just take another image real quick, like a cable. And this is the correct classification. It will then send the entire, all the images taken and in their respective classifications as a folder to my server hosted on my computer, which then appears here. And as you can see, in the background folder, there's now this new image that was just taken. And then later for future use, I will then use these images to retrain my model and like use the TensorFlow fit function to like better the model by converting it into the data set that's required to use the fit function. Some challenges I faced was I wasn't sure how to initially like move the images into files because I was unfamiliar with Python. So I had to learn how to just do all the coding for that. Also, I had to initialize my server using Node.js, which I was not that familiar with because the previous server like library I used was a different one for Java. So I had to learn that as well. Yeah, thank you so much.